from the Litchfield Hills to Long Island Sound. You are watching Live with Lumi and Michelle. And now your host, MicheleMarieDalene.
Hi guys, meets everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and of course today is Tuesday, and today we have a special interview with YouTube for new product lines. As part of one of the people who is part of the review team, we review new ideas for YouTube. And so that will be for me. It will be about 12:30. Me and YouTube will be looking at some new prototypes for ideas. So we won't be running too long after 12 noon because I have to get ready for the Google Meet. But for right now, that's then. This is now. So let's get to today's topic. And because of the sensitivity of the topic, I cannot go into excruciating detail because of YouTube policy, but I will briefly point out a couple different things. Number one, it turns out when handling the big C, comparing red versus blue, it seems that Florida and other red states' handling has been more effective than the blue states like New York. Okay, you can look for more details on that on the news and video section on my Discord. Next thing is the fact is that today the inflation report is coming out, and it is definitely not good. And the American countryside has been seriously inundated with serious inflation, including in food prices. This is not optimum at all, but Friday is going to get worse. Why? Because unless the emergency declaration is extended, Rusty, come on. I think he wants to go out. Let me cut out real quick. This is really important to note, so I'm going to just let him out real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay. So we have the two reports that mentioned as the Consumer Price Index, which is coming out today. And on Friday, we have the event of the fact that the emergency declaration expires in the afternoon on Friday. Now, they have until Friday to extend this. Now, this declaration, when it expires, means anybody that got Medicaid, was eligible during the pandemic, is going to lose their Medicaid. In addition, the food stamp boost of $95 will expire. Now, with the high price of food, as the CPI report will show on today, it is really going to be a real problem for people to deal with the high price of food. Okay? That is why it is so important to keep that in mind. We had a great video last night on Noodles. How you doing? And we had some great stuff. We covered a lot of different things. Panel is open. I didn't put it up on the screen yet. I should do that right now. And we had a good show on Twitch. As I pointed out on Twitch, we need to have, in order to meet the requirement of average of 3 viewers per show per month. When you see shows like the morning show, which tends to bring down the numbers on the averages, you need to be aware that we need to get those viewers up to like 5 to 10 to compensate for the lower averages for the morning viewers. So, just keep that in mind, okay? We're going to keep the morning shows on YouTube and Twitch. We're going to keep them here because it reaches out to both groups. And the game shows will be on Twitch. And the night shows will be mostly on Twitch, with occasionally with some on YouTube. That's only because of the idea of trying to grow the Twitch audience as well. Noodle said, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. Let's see. Mother, madre, mama. So Frankie, I don't know what your agenda is, but I'm starting to think more and more that you are not really helping the channel that much. Why don't we get Noodles on here today? Let's try to get some people on here. I do want to have some more people. One of the things that makes the show successful is the fact that we have a variety of people that have a commonality, that we all want to have a feeling like we're part of something. Unfortunately, there's also a group of people in the world that basically can't make up their mind of whose side they're fighting for. Let's see, Noodles is here. Let's get him on here. Good morning, how you doing?
Yeah, good morning, Michelle.
Well,
What's cooking?
not much. Well, actually, I was just going to pull up the stats and see how we're doing today. I think we're going to do pretty good today. Let's see. Right now we have 12 viewers. That's nice. That's a good, nice number for viewers on YouTube. I don't have the Twitch totals right now. But how are you been doing?
Been all right. Trying to hang in there.
Okay. What do you think about the technology of voice over IP?
Michelle, I don't know anything about it. I told you last night. Here's the thing.
Okay.
I told you if you wanna talk to people about voice over IP,
Yeah.
people who know stuff about that.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Michelle. Would it be a good show to talk about voice over IP? I'm not really sure. I'm not into that, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. I would probably click off. You want to talk about like drama or any kind of like maybe I don't know, maybe something more political. I don't know.
Okay. How about this question,
Voice
which I
over IP.
also
Why do
brought
I?
up last
Let me
night?
ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Why do I care about voice? Why do I care about voice over IP? You tell me why.
Well, because it gives you ability to easily have a phone anywhere in the world you want, and with any phone number you want. Yeah, think about that. I mean, that's why reason why you get call centers in India is because they take advantage of voice over IP to service the Western, you know, continents of Europe and the United States because the
How does
technology
this
is so
benefit my life?
inexpensive that makes possible for them to have a phone number, say to Hartford, Connecticut, even though they're in Bangladesh, and that's all because of the internet.
Right.
So, I mean, now you sort of see what I'm getting at here. If you can have a phone number anywhere in the world for anywhere else in the world, then how do you know when just looking at the phone number where the person's from?
You're like, how are you gonna figure out how who's the person who's calling, like a caller ID?
Even that's not useful because I could have a phone number that looks identical, say, to Hartford. Say like 860-242-1234, which
Okay.
or 522-1080, which is a radio station in Connecticut. 860-522-1080. And it looks just like if they called you directly from Hartford.
Yeah, that's
But
when they
you
start spoofing numbers. I know. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
So
spoofing
what do we?
numbers, exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can imagine if a bad person does that. But think about what a good person could do with that technology.
Well, here's Michelle. Listen, no one's complaining about good people getting a hold of it, doing good things with it. They're only complaining about bad people. And again, I don't know why. I don't know why the technology hasn't come out to to track these people doing bad things with the voice over IP.
Well, first of all, I think part of the problem is that depending on where the bad people are, is going to depend on what services that they're using, why those services don't go through the effort to weed out the bad people. Which is related to what we were talking about with YouTube, for example. YouTube has access to Google. Google has access to email addresses. Google can verify if you are naughty or nice, right? And yet, they allow people that are bad people to create YouTube channels that do bad things. So, because YouTube, I think, takes a blind eye approach to it. But with the
So
cyberbullying on the
I've been
rise,
complaining for 2 years. I've been complaining for 2 years about how my channels were getting shut down. Meanwhile, people were threatening me online through YouTube. They were constantly doxing family members on YouTube, and
right?
when they would take me down, they would say, "Oh, we're just trying to keep the community safe." Who's trying to keep me safe, Michelle? They don't give a shit. I'm telling you right now. The reason why they don't care, Michelle, is because there's no law saying that they're responsible for anything. The
All
moment
right.
that they're responsible, the moment that they're responsible is the moment that they'll start caring.
Right. And YouTube, for example, has the ability and to make it very difficult, for example, for bad people to put videos up on YouTube. But they don't do anything to stop them. All you need to do is to be able to post bad content is just log into YouTube. You just can't upload videos longer than
Potter had
15
a channel for
minutes.
how long, Michelle?
You
Potter
can't.
had a channel for how long before YouTube took it down? I think like 3 years. This guy was going around doxing people, swatting people, all this crap. He had a channel for 3 years, right? No one touched it.
Right.
I'm sure it was reported.
Exactly.
I guarantee it was reported. And for some strange reason,
But
right?
what I'm trying to say here, Noodles, is YouTube's own vetting program isn't doing enough. First of all, just because you got an email address doesn't mean you're a good actor. What they're saying is they need to go further in their vetting. They need to, for example, and they won't do this because, in one sense, all the privacy advocates are going to be screaming from the rooftops that YouTube is doing a bad thing, which is, we need to verify your home address, your actual physical phone number, and they're not doing that. Instead of going through the full verification, they're allowing just anybody to come on YouTube, say crap about other people. These people,
I'm gonna let you know a little secret, Michelle.
If I was such a bad person, it would be very easy for me to just grab an email address in Gmail that I have access to, start a YouTube channel,
Michelle,
just to be a pain in somebody's side. Just to be a pain in somebody's side. Go on people's channels.
Michelle,
let me finish. Just say all kinds of inflammatory, nasty topics. And YouTube can't stop me. However, they also will allow those same people to upload videos of less than 15 minutes long. They should not be allowing people
let me tell you a little
of those type to come do anything.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay, Paul wants to come on. Let's get him on. Okay, good news. Go ahead. How you doing, Paul? Okay, Paul wants to come on.
Michelle, can you stop talking over Noodles for like 5 minutes and let him speak? Michelle, can you
all right, go
Noodles
ahead,
talk
Noodles.
for a few minutes? You keep talking over him and cutting him off. It's really rude.
Michelle, I had right several explicit photos sent to me that were too illegal. Sorry, right? I went to the police. They were sent on 3 different numbers. All right, 3 different phone numbers. They sent them to me. I go to the police. One of the phone numbers that they sent them to me on, right, had a text message conversation that had been going on, and also several links to someone's live streams. When I presented that to the police department, I said, listen, whoever sent this to me sent me these links as well. And, it goes back to this channel. How come they can't figure out who owns that channel? What are they doing? What is holding the police back from knowing who owns that channel?
YouTube has shielding. That's what it is.
Sorry? This is child pornography. This is a child exploitation case.
Brian Case coming on. I haven't heard from him in a while. Go ahead, Brian.
Hello, Michelle.
Oh,
how are you doing?
The real one too. Hey, Brian.
Hey, how are you doing, Paul?
Oh, not too bad. The floor is yours, Brian. The floor is yours.
Michelle, what the fuck's your problem today?
Well, why don't you help us answer Noodle's question first?
What was his question? I missed it.
Go ahead, Noodles. Explain it again.
Michelle, do you not know the
someone-
question? Sorry.
I don't know if she's listening.
No, probably not.
I'm listening, but I wanted Noodles to explain because it was his question. I can explain it again if you want me to.
If someone sends you a StreamYard's link, right, and you go to the police department and say, hey, listen, this StreamYard's link was attached to a text message thread where someone sent me child pornography or some kind of child exploitation. How come the police are having a very hard time figuring out who owns that YouTube channel?
I don't have a direct answer for that kind of thing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what's going on.
They complicated pretty fast with the way that you have all the layers of separation and stuff that you could do.
So I'm not doing anything. I know nothing about it. Number two,
Right.
Cyber Crimes Division, and it's like they came up with a name, and that name I've heard like at least 20 times before, and I don't know if anything was ever done. So,
What's the name that you heard?
it was Stephen Elliott.
Stephen Elliott. Yeah. Is this someone you know? Or?
I don't know this person, and again, I don't know if this is like Michelle was talking about spoofing numbers. Could
Right.
they spoof somehow? Like maybe take someone's.
Yeah, you don't know if it's the real person or if
Possibly,
it's
yeah,
named
that's
for
it.
it, like an innocent bystander kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like like Brian said, like how would you even, unless you're like some type of savvy person, how would you even know how to, there's so many layers, so many loops you'd have to go through, and I
It
guess
wasn't
that's
Ed, was it? Because I know, like, there's been some callers in the past that have brought up some of the things that he may or may not have done. It wasn't Edward, was it?
possibility. I
Said
mean,
it was Edward Stevens, was it?
Stephen Elliott.
Stephen Elliott.
Stephen Edward. Could that possibly be it? Said Elliott.
The name. They asked me if I knew this person, and when they showed me the piece of paper, there was an address attached to it. And the reason why I remember, because it was said over and over again that this was this person bought her. This person had been doing this. Blah blah blah. They knew this was bought her. And again, when the police told me this name, I said that is the exact name that I've been being told for like probably almost a year. And it's also the exact address. And the problem with that is that I think Botter was the one who told me that he was this person, and I don't believe it. I don't know, man. It's like a mind fuck, They want you to.
Yeah.
But again, this is the police
really
department,
weird.
and I have a feeling that this guy maybe trying to set someone up or trying to.
Possibly. I mean, certainly seems like the type to do that kind of thing.
Let me just answer a couple questions real quick here in the chat. No, I was not swatted recently. However, I had similar experience with the police myself regarding phone calls for people who swatted my channel a couple times through the enhanced 911 system. So they said the enhanced 911 system was not getting caller ID information. It is because of the way the FCC requires the enhanced 911 work. That's illegal. That information is supposed to be in all calls. You're right about some people pointed out that the police in most areas do not know how to handle cybercrime like this because they don't have access to the right tools and resources.
Well, I guess what's the crime really that's occurred with this sort of thing?
Yeah.
With me, it was child exploitation.
But I mean, you don't think the person that sent you the material was the one that made that, do you?
Yeah, but
Do
still,
I believe that?
Yeah,
I mean,
like
even
you think the one
I don't believe that.
Stephen Elliott was the one that made the child porn.
well, I mean, even it doesn't matter who made it, Brian. Whether you gave it to me and then passed it to me, and I passed it to someone else, I would still get in trouble for distributing it.
Well, yeah, no, I understand that kind of thing. I'm just saying that, you know, if they could really find who made it, that seems
Oh,
like
right,
that
right.
would be.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
But yeah, this does kind of seem like
told me that they
cheese pizza to get someone else in trouble.
what they were telling me was that they had pinged this thing multiple times, and it would go back to a server in Asia, you know. And the only time that they ever seemed like they came close to anything was the fact when I showed them the text thread where there was a StreamYard's link attached to it, and I was like, listen, I don't know if you guys can prove anything, but I'm telling you right now, how do you put it this way? The text that I was getting from this person was basically like, eat shit, fuck you, I hate you, I'm gonna kill you, over and over again, right?
So you guys were good friends.
A little bit.
And so what happened was, this person sent me a StreamYard link twice, and every single time I clicked on it, it would go to Botter's channel, and he was live. He would let me right up, like he sent to me.
Yeah, that's really weird, mate. That's like, yeah, there's too much commonality in that for possibly to not be involved in this. But
so, Michelle, I don't know why the police can't figure out like who owns this fucking channel. You know what I mean? I don't get it. YouTube now makes you freaking sign all this shit or click on all this shit to figure, to verify you. There's been times where I've been porn bombed, and it says, we'll say MicheleMarieDalene verified by YouTube, whatever, right? You let the person up, it's someone else, and they porn bomb. So what kind of tool does YouTube or Google give you to verify any of this shit?
Well, that's related to what I was trying to say, is that the way YouTube is currently working is there is no verification process. And anybody can start a channel. All you need is an email. And then that's it. You don't, once you have that, even if you don't fully verify, you can still upload videos up to 15 minutes. You can still comment on people's channels.
But you're not suggesting that YouTube should start implementing like a policy that they force you to have identification for each channel, right?
No, but they have it on. They can have it on file. They should have
But
it on file.
how is that feasible, Michelle?
Yeah, you could just use a fake ID.
Well, not just that, but you can come from a shithole. I mean, I'm here in Grayton. I don't know if you've seen this, but not everywhere does people have some form of formal identification proving who they are.
Right.
Well,
I know that, like, for instance, in the Northeast, they want you to have some form of identification, so they'll give you a state or a county identification just so you can do certain things. I mean, there's certain things in life that you need to have identification with you. You know.
Yeah, but making a YouTube channel, would that really be one of them?
Michelle, maybe they can do mouth swaps. Get your DNA, send your DNA to the YouTube corporate.
Got a better idea, I think, on that.
Like a mouth swab or some type of DNA.
Drug testing, mandatory drug testing every day for YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to go that far, but I do think that since we're talking about Google/Alphabet here, they can certainly do better than they're doing. I've talked about it before. The way it is now is it's like an open door. Remember, you can upload videos up to 15 minutes. You can post comments on other people's channels, even because even though you're not fully verified. So you can
But
still
I'm
do a
trying to see where the
huge,
verification
you
like
can
is
still do a
necessary. It's
huge
the internet.
amount of damage. And the thing is, what Noodles is facing is, of course, they can't verify who owns this channel. All they have is an email address. Even if his attorney files a motion of discovery, all they're going to give them is an email address. That's all they have. That email address could be anywhere, belong to anybody.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not trying to sound like this isn't a big deal and whatnot, because obviously anything dealing with children is rather serious, but
Right.
at the end of the day, I mean, it kind of sounds like you'd be chasing a phantom regardless, so it'd be easier just to kind of
Even if
try and
it's
forget
not
about it.
children, just adult cyberbullying is a problem. And cyber stalking. And invariably, YouTube.
Michelle, can I ask you, what do you mean by adult cyberbullying?
Everybody talks about childhood cyberbullying, but the adult version is just as destructive.
What the hell is
what
that?
does that entail? What's the adult version opposed to like a teenager version? I think is where Brian might be going with this, as
When
well as
you
myself.
listen to the government, when you listen to what YouTube looks for policies in cyberbullying, it is almost invariably written for children. It never talks about the adults that are being cyberbullied. It's always for the kids.
I mean, you can't push somebody down on YouTube or take their lunch money. I
That's
mean,
such a slippery slope, though, Michelle.
Well,
Like, essentially, my understanding of YouTube's policy for cyberbullying is really, if you say anything that someone else doesn't like, it can be viewed as cyberbullying.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Michelle,
that's
you've
true.
cyberbullied me many of times then.
But
So
again,
it's almost like that YouTube hired Rhonda Church probably to write the policy on it.
I don't think she wrote the policy on it.
She probably had a hand in it, at least.
Her industry she works in has nothing to do with YouTube. Although it was
I'm
in the
just saying that because
telecommunications
it
industry.
sounds like a stance that she typically would take in the past on these sort of things.
Michelle, speaking of YouTube and phones, are you going to put the phones on today at 11 o'clock? We're going to try that today? Take some phone calls, perhaps?
No, probably more than
All
likely,
right,
no.
I'll probably take off then here in a bit. We're
No,
not
we
doing
don't do
calls.
phones in the morning show.
Well, again, Michelle, that's
Why
why.
not? You used to.
Well, that's why your morning show doesn't get that many viewers, Michelle, because, again, you're not trying anything new. So why not try and get some more viewers in here by turning the phones on?
Because she's self-sabotaging. She loves it.
Well, it's all
I
right,
mean,
so-
Michelle's very masochistic.
Oh, I know, Brian.
Well, okay,
Michelle,
I'm
again, if you want
looking at the still looking at the chats over here.
Well, Michelle, again, if you want your channel to thrive, you got to change it up a bit, Michelle. You got to change it up.
She
a
doesn't,
bit.
Paul. She doesn't give a shit about
Alright.
that. She wants it to burn.
Can I read the comment here? This is from a
Yeah, you
person
can do
claiming
it without
to
reading
be
it out loud, Michelle. Read it in your head.
claiming to be the
Another deflection
Manatee
tactic of hers.
County Sheriff's Office says.
Hey, Michelle, what about if you put the phones on for the morning show like you used to?
I never had the phones on the morning show.
Oh, there's been a few morning shows you've had them on.
All right, let me
They've done a
finish
lot
what I'm
better.
saying here.
Like back when Bubba was still on the channel. Remember him? You used to have the phones on then.
Now Tiger Kid, he's from South Africa. All right, so the Manatee County Sheriff's Office says the difference between a casual person and Noodles is Noodles deserves the destructive cyberbullying he brings it upon himself. Craig Sr. says, Michelle, there's a lot of older people out there that are retired that wouldn't mind calling in and discussing things
Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle don't care though because
Well, sorry about that.
Oh.
You know, because Michelle's going to take your idea and say, "Oh, it's bad," or come up with all these bullshit excuses and not do it.
All right, we'll give it a quick shot. Okay, how about that for an answer? Okay.
It's a quick shot, Michelle. You gotta leave it on for a while. You leave it on
Hold
for
on a
the rest of the show.
minute.
I think it should just become a foundational staple of your channel.
It used to be. It used to be. That's when she was successful. Michelle don't do phones anymore. I tried explaining that to her yesterday.
Why is that, Michelle?
Hi,
Is
Craig,
it
how
that
you
you're
doing?
afraid of?
Craig, I put the phone number up on the screen if you do want to call it. And if you feel up to it, why don't you come on the public panel? Okay, so now, so what can we do about the problem that Noodles is having? What can we do to fix
I think that we should go door to door to every person on the planet until we find this person who did it. I mean, it's obvious. We need to set up a dragnet.
It's not what you can do. This is none of your. You don't do this for a living, Michelle. You don't go out finding people. So what the fuck are the cops doing? This is their fucking job. In the United States, they pay these cops very well to basically tell you to get off the internet. That's all they tell you to do.
I thought that you were a forensic cyber investigator, though, for a while, weren't you?
Who,
Yeah, Michelle, she can do this sort of thing.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, man. Like, she's not going to do anything. It's not her fucking. It's not her
She
job.
always
It's
does.
not.
She always does stuff. Think of it. Her channel's nothing but constant happenings because she always does them.
Noodles, do you think that they don't take it as a priority because they see it as like, okay, well, it's just some YouTube shit, or do you think that's maybe the case? Like, they put it on the back burner and just forget about it, or?
What do you mean?
Okay, so like you say, okay, so say you come to me and I'm an officer and you tell me your predicament, and I say, okay, let me check it out, but yet I got to deal with credit card fraud, I got to deal with people attacking the country. So I'm like, oh, this isn't really a big, not big priority. Kind of put it on the back burner type of thing is what I'm saying.
All right. So let's say I kept coming to you and saying, listen, these people keep sending this stuff. What should I do? Just get offline. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't see it as
a
priority.
Why don't you just change your number and make new accounts? Why can't you do that?
I changed the number 3 times.
Well, I was gonna say if they found his original, I'm sure they could probably find the the new one. However,
are you registering your number though with your name? Because if they have a name,
I asked them about that the last time I got the last time I got the phone number. I asked them about that. I said, "Is there any way I could do this without having my name attached to the number?" And they told me no. This was Verizon.
Oh, you need like a Boost Mobile.
The only time, right? They're getting it some other way. I had a work phone number, right? And this work phone number was a Raytheon number. And they thought I was this guy, David L. Brady, for a very long time. So I don't know how they're getting
a Raytheon number. You work for Raytheon?
I'm sorry?
Did you work for Raytheon then?
Yeah, it wasn't my phone. It belonged to a Raytheon. That's what I'm saying. They're getting the fucking.
I see. I thought that your number was a Raytheon number.
No. Well, I mean, it belonged to Raytheon. It wasn't mine.
I'm right back. Let's see if someone's coming in. Right back, guys.
And that was the phone number that Carrie Bridges called me on. I don't even know how the hell Carrie Bridges got the number.
That's really weird. Would it be possible for you to get like a surrogate or something?
I wouldn't. Well, listen, I don't know how do you do that. I mean, tell me.
Just find somebody.
Well, do you have a close friend maybe that you could have sign up a plan for an extra phone line, and then you just pay
So
the
this is the
friend?
thing. This is my fear. All right. Let's say your cousin does it for me, right? And then somehow they get that phone number. I don't know how the hell they're doing it. Let's say they get that phone number, and then they start attacking them.
Do you have Boost Mobile or like Metro PCS out there where you're at?
Yeah.
Why don't you get a phone through them? I mean, I've registered a phone as Freddy Krueger. They don't need ID. You know, they give them the money, you pay for the phone, they register. You fill out the little form. They'll put it under whatever you put it under. I've had a phone as Tupac Shakur, Freddy Krueger. I mean, and just do that. Pay as you go phone every month.
Maybe they were just telling me that I couldn't do that.
I mean, it's Verizon. I don't know, but with Boost or Boost or Metro PCS, it's like you pay by the month. You don't sign a contract with them. It's a pay-as-you-go phone, basically. So,
couldn't you just like get a trust or something like that? Set that up and then sign the phone up through the trust.
Well, this is the thing. I don't know if you're telling me that you can do that. I really don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking The fuck is?
Sorry, I'll
no, not you. Not you. You're good.
Come on, Rusty.
Camera here. Yeah.
Move your bum there. Come on.
Put the cat's ass in her face, like rubbing the camera.
Michelle, why do you always shove the cat's asshole right in the camera all the time?
He gives everybody on camera headbutts.
Feel like you're getting ready to
He
do
likes
a
to push his.
colonoscopy.
He likes to put his face right on the camera, like I'm doing right now. I'm not even holding it. He just pushes. He just puts his hand right on the camera, like gives him the equivalent of a headbutt. That's what he likes to do, because he likes to say to everybody in his own way, "Hello, everybody." Just like he likes to rub my microphone around too. That's why my microphone's so full of cat hair. Anyway.
Hey, Michelle.
All right.
I found Jennifer J's channel, and she still is regularly uploading.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so she's still doing her shows.
Right. I don't know. Maybe you want to reach out to her, see if you can get her on the show sometime.
I'd like to try to get her back on the show. I'm also trying to get Scott Stacy on here too, and Kirsty. And I don't know if I can. Sky Stacy is having a really hard time right now. The last video I found her channel was from 2020, and she was talking about her severe PTSD. So I don't know if Sky Stacy is doing any more content or not.
Yeah, Michelle, again, I would try and focus on getting some new people over here to the show, not really worry about the old people.
Well, we got new people right now. We didn't even have a chance to say hello to every one of them. So let's
the old people are dead, Michelle.
Yeah, again, focus on.
All right, for example,
when's the last time Out on the Wire has been on your channel, Michelle? It's been a while for that.
I don't know where. Okay. All right, so hello.
And he was on for years.
Yeah. All right, so let's go through and hello to the different people. We got Irish Marie or Irish Mom.
Again, Michelle, again, you're focusing on people who aren't here. Who cares, Michelle? You got to focus.
No, Irish Marie's back.
Yeah, she's in chat.
Sweet.
She showed up. Yeah, she's here as well.
I'm talking about the people that are in the chat right now.
Yeah, they're here because Noodles is here, Michelle. That's the only reason that they're here. They're not here because of your show. They're here because of Noodles is here, to be honest, if you really want to know the truth. It's not because of, they're
Kevin Bacon's here.
Makes sense.
These are all people in Noodles chat. Yeah, I mean, and we appreciate Noodles bringing people over here. But, Michelle, you got to focus on just like the now. Quit living in the past. Quit thinking about who was here and enjoy who is here now and get new people here.
Michelle, would there be a way to get Ed on the show, perhaps?
Maybe in the evenings when he's awake. Right now he's asleep, so it'll probably be a nighttime show when you see him.
Maybe for the night show instead of having a boring.
Says, Michelle, I enjoyed your McDonald's video. I'm glad to see you're getting out. If you try to get out, walk every day, and take us with you. I'll do what I can. Craig.
Good idea.
But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to consider. I'm gonna give myself a GoPro Hero
Oh, Jesus,
camera instead because my poor cell phone's focusing mechanism is being rattled to death.
Michelle, get a head mount for it and tell everybody it's an insulin pump.
Yeah. Like the bird's eye
I mean,
view.
everybody would know it's a GoPro. Come on.
Just tell them it's an insulin pump.
If I put it on a little visor, I mean, they'll know it's GoPro. But it might be better than on my handlebars because my handlebars.
Michelle, I guarantee if you tell them it's an insulin pump, people are so pushover stupid these days that they'll go with it. They won't question it.
Or I could always get the same kind of camera the police use, body cams. You can buy those.
Yeah, but then you got to clean off all the blood from all the dead black guys and stuff they shot on it.
Yeah. So he says also, Michelle, at the end of April, I'm stopping my working at Lowe's night shift because the summer will be here, and I want to come over and stay 2 or 3 weeks alone, and do things together. You want me to come over for 2 or 3 weeks?
Oh, wow, Michelle. What does Looney think about that?
Or are you saying is that you want to come up here for 2 or 3 weeks? Or do you want to spend 2 or 3 weeks with your wife? I'm not clear on what you mean by that. Or you want to spend 2 or 3 weeks with yourself doing your hobbies?
Greg loves the summer. He loves to party. I'm hoping to get out there and maybe do some partying with him this year as well on Fire Island.
Yeah, we did talk about that. He also invited me to stay at his actual residence on Long Island, too.
That'd be interesting.
Also, we're trying to see if we can get a meet and greet planned for the summer.
Yeah, I can get bullshitted here with
so that we can all hang out together. And Tiger Kitty has thought about renting a house for the weekend and getting a whole group of people together in a house.
Oh, God, imagine the smell in there.
I don't know if I would be there. I think I would probably not be.
Yeah, you would back out. I know you too well. You would say up until the day it happened that you're going to be there the whole time, and then you would back out.
Oh no, it would be like for a weekend. We would rent a house for the weekend.
Yeah, you'd have a lot of people stranded in that house trying to find out what to do.
Well, I mean, this is something Tiger Kitty wants to work on. I'm not sure how she's going to do it. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. Just get a strap mount for your chest that's just like the cop shows. Yeah. Body cam. Yeah. Or like my lapel microphone. Yeah. Right here. I think a helmet cam might be a little bit better because it'll be not likely to be covered up by clothing or anything like that. And you can get a GoPro. I'm thinking I'm getting a GoPro Hero. It doesn't even have to be the newest one. Something that does 720p video is fine. We're not doing 1080p. We're not doing 4K video. So 720p would be fine. And then I can go ahead and then take the SD card, slip it into my computer home, import it in the
How about a
360? Why are you laying out all the way that you're going to transfer the video and compress it and all this other shit?
Go ahead, call her in here. And you wonder why we don't have phone calls.
I couldn't even hear it, Michelle. I couldn't even hear the call.
What's the deal with that one, Michelle?
No, we can't have music on the show.
I didn't even hear any music.
I didn't even hear the caller, Michelle. I didn't even hear
Because the
anything.
caller was playing music. That's why you didn't hear the caller.
No, on our end, Michelle, we couldn't hear the call, smartass.
Okay.
We couldn't hear the call because we couldn't even hear it. They probably were
Because
saying
we-
hello. I thought it was music.
Because my Google Voice filters out the music.
If it filters out the music, then just have the caller stay on the phone if the music is filtered
what's the
out.
issue with that, Michelle?
All right.
And isn't that kind of a stab in the dark? I mean, if it filters it out, how do you know if it's there to begin with?
Yeah, how would you know it's music, Michelle, if it filters it out?
Oh, can you hear it on the actual stream though, Tiger Kitty?
Do you really want me to? Oh, never mind. All right, let me turn off the Let me turn off the echo on the background noise detection. Since you guys are going to be a real pain about it.
Well, we can't even help you with the call if we can't hear it, right?
Well, let me set the settings on this, okay? Okay, no, it's not it. Host controls,
Anyway,
audio.
let's divert this, and I don't know.
Noise
you can't just come up here to
cancellation
talk to
is
Michelle about something, or just
off.
come hang out.
Do you know what I think about the whole thing? I think that they have purposefully targeted music to cause people to become paranoid of hearing it, that the channel's going to get struck or something like that.
That's just for Michelle, because I know people who play music on their channel like literally every day, and they have no problems.
Yeah, you're probably right. She's delusional.
I mean, I don't stream on YouTube.
Twitch doesn't have a problem with it. It's the same level.
I mean, I personally don't stream on this site.
I mean, that's the truth. Twitch doesn't have a problem with it, but at the same level that YouTube does.
Well, it was like 2 seconds, Michelle. You're not going to get struck for having like a couple
No.
seconds.
You're missing the detail. It's not a matter of being stricken. Most of the time, you will not lose your ability to stream worldwide. Usually. The problem is that you can't monetize a stream.
Okay, Michelle, you don't have to have every stream monetized.
Every stream is monetized.
It doesn't need to be, though.
Why?
Michelle. That's the point.
Why is that your main concern? Your main concern should be getting new people and growing your channel.
Okay, well.
And entertaining us. It shouldn't be about your monetization. It should be about entertainment and content, Michelle.
Think of it as, I don't know how they do it there, but sometimes like shops and stuff like that here will have they'll do like popcorn or something like that.
Just turned off
right
the background cancellation, so now theoretically it would be able to hear
turn off your monetization as well, Michelle. I mean, who cares about monetization every show? If you don't get it every show, I mean, you don't get it every show. You still get donations. You still don't realize, Michelle, you can make more in donations than you can in monetization. I don't get why you don't realize that.
Right now, do you see any donations coming in?
Oh, Michelle, because you're
you're recovering right now. You wrecked your channel like less than a week ago.
Craig says, he says, Michelle, I have a cottage on Fire Island. You don't have to spend any money at all. Just bring a bathing suit and yourself. We all wear shorts and tank tops. That's it. I don't have a bathing suit.
Well, then just go in the nude.
All right. I have to get one.
Well, Michelle, you got to build your channel up. That's why you're not getting donations in. Your channel sucks right now, Michelle. You're not doing the good.
I mean, there for a while, you said you were done with YouTube after all these people that had paid for subscriptions and whatnot.
Hey, Craig, could you do me a favor and come on the panel? Because
why, Michelle? You don't need to have Tiger Kitty on the panel. We're having a conversation.
Tiger Kitty can come on the panel too. Absolutely.
Right, but why are you asking her? She's fine in chat where she's at. She's watching the show. Michelle. Me and Brian are having a conversation with you. Why do you have to interrupt Tiger Kitty? Quit diverting, Michelle. We're having a conversation.
I'm trying to focus on two different chats at the same time.
Okay, well then let's focus on this one. Me and Brian K are trying to talk to you here for a second.
Why do you destroy your channel it's about probably an 8-month cycle? Every 8 months or so you destroy your channel in one way or another. Why do you do that?
So does Kelly the World Destroyer, but no one asks her?
I didn't hear what you said, but
I said, so sense. Does the goddess Kali, the world destroyer, and nobody asks her why she destroys the world and then recreates the world.
Can I ask you another question then, Michelle? Are you afraid of success?
No, I'm not.
It kind of seems like it at times because you are very intentionally self-sabotaging.
All right. Let me
I
explain
think you
one
sighed
thing.
because you know that.
Because you guys
shouldn't.
cannot see on your screen the chat.
I've
I
got the
can.
chat
I have
open up
a
now.
tab open right now. I can read the chat just fine, Michelle.
On the other hand, yes, you can. Hold on a minute.
Right. I can read it.
Oh,
have it open right
I
now.
got a way you can see the chat. So you can see what they're saying.
Michelle, I have the chat up right now. Are you not hearing me? I'm looking at the chat
Hold
right now.
on a
As we speak.
To
minute.
be honest, if that change is good, though, what's the fear? Like, I can understand if change is bad, but
I think Michelle's just
Except,
scared of getting her channel. She's too strike worried. She's paranoid. She won't have any fun anymore. She don't turn the phones on hardly. If anyone calls in, she just hangs up on them.
that's the key. You need to have the channel be more fun than it is. You need to relax a little bit with what you're doing in terms of the content you're creating. Get more free-flowing. I mean,
hold on a minute.
All right, there we go. Now we
Go
can
ahead,
hear
call
it.
you on the air.
Ooh. Is that
What do you
Christian?
think about that, Michelle? She was horny. She's watching your show playing with herself. Michelle, what do you think about that?
Okay, whatever.
Got someone masturbating to you right now, Michelle.
The one thing is to turn on the screen sharing, I have to switch. Oh,
You don't need to screen share.
What are you doing?
Screen sharing? You
sharing
don't need to screen share anything, Michelle. What are you doing right now? I can see the chat. Brian can see the
all right,
chat.
fine,
We don't need you to screen share anything.
Okay, good. As long as you can see the chat.
Yeah, we've established that 5 minutes ago.
I mean, you were averaging on YouTube like 23 viewers an episode there for a bit, and you just kind of squandered it. I feel like. I wish you would believe in yourself, like 1/10 of what others that watch your show believe in you.
Okay, whatever. All right. Craig
Classic.
says Michelle Paul is very good with the colors, and he knows how to handle them, and he knows what is BS and what a real interest color. Please listen to Paul and Noodles. I am.
Well, don't do this one day, Michelle. Have the phones on like every morning. Again, like I said, maybe take an hour to yourself from 10 to 11. You know, wake up, talk to the people, and turn the phones on at like 11 to noon. I mean, what would that hurt? I mean, some days people won't even call in. You may not even get a caller, but what would it hurt to have the phones on just in case someone wants to call in? You know what I mean?
I mean, Michelle, I'm going to be honest. The phone calls are what made your channel stand out for me. And it's like,
Again,
I think that they should just be a foundational staple that if you're streaming, they're on. It's a call-in show. You know, whether it is you playing World of Warcraft or whatever, you have your system set up in a way that you can accommodate that sort of thing and not have it impact your normal operations of what you're doing on stream.
Hey, didn't you used to have a physical phone, Michelle? You could just like hit a button instead of having to go to the Google Voice. You just had a physical phone, I thought, where you could just hit the button and say, "All right."
At one point in time, yeah.
Yeah, that would be easier for you. You should just set your phone up how you had it before. And,
Yeah, that red and black interface thing.
We recently have a physical phone as we tried it with Google Voice, and it was having problems with the internet with Google Voice in the show.
So now you have a physical phone now again, right?
So we are in a physical analog phone line, yes.
All right, excellent. Yeah, so that'll be easier. So if you're playing World of Warcraft, you can just literally hit a button on your phone and take the call. You don't need to fuss with different windows.
Except, of course, when you're playing a game, you're focusing on the game.
Michelle, the whole thing is you're not playing a game. If you're playing a game, then don't stream. It's that simple. But you need to grow your channel. I don't know why you're so adverse to trying to make your channel a success.
Yeah, Gianni, I agree with you 100%. Because even I'm getting tired of it. Because there's like a million ideas come up. And then.
But you never listen to them, though. You don't do anything different, though. And your channel still stays the same, but yet you complain that there's people not here. We're telling you how to get the people here, but yet you refuse to even try anything new. Tell you, hey, why not move the show up to a different time? Try maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon instead of 10 in the morning. People give you ideas all the time, Michelle. You just never listen. You don't care, but you complain that your channel's failing because you're doing the same format over and over.
I never said in the recent past that my channel is failing.
Oh, 100% you have. You cry about people not being here. You want
the last thing we talked about was the actions of a group of people, which was yesterday. And we're not talking about that again. Those people are dead to me. Okay? That I'm not bringing...
Just a moment ago, you were saying, people don't donate enough to you.
Yeah, Michelle, you're complaining about not getting donations. It's because you're not giving anybody anything to donate to. You're not giving them good content. It's the same old shit day in and day out. I mean, why would I donate to the news? It's the same thing over and over again, The weather, somebody got killed, a happy story, the weather again, and then some sports. It's the same shit over and over. I don't need to watch the news.
There's 13 of you here right now. Actually, I just checked the numbers.
Right, this is like 16. Your high point.
16 people on right now.
There you go. You got the phones on.
How you doing, Krista?
The
phones are on. Yes, they are on.
Right, you got 6 more people in here because of that than you usually have.
All right, so Noodles, let's get back to your topic you were bringing up about the fact that your local PD can't find out who's been sending you the smut.
Michelle, Noodles left.
Okay, see that now. Okay.
Michelle. Noodles left like 20 minutes ago. He's not even right.
Okay, and like I said, and the Winston Police said something similar. Because of the way the internet is now, they can't find out who's been putting out the smut. And YouTube is not making that information available even with a subpoena. I don't know why they do that.
Because they can't. We've been through this. There's too many layers of separation. I mean, it's shell account after shell account.
Right. Exactly.
Like, what are you going to do when the phone number goes back to, like Paul said, Freddy Krueger or something? I mean, do you really think that Freddy Krueger is going to consent to have his dreams searched like that?
So the question is how did this allow to become like it is now?
It's the very nature of it.
It's just times. Technology has grown, so people use the technology to commit crimes. That's why they have like cyber crimes divisions now. I mean, they didn't have that back in the 90s, 2000s even, They brought it up in like started doing it like 2010, 2015.
I will say this though about it. I think the worst thing Noodles can do is actually talk about it. I wouldn't acknowledge it at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I get the frustrations and him getting upset about it, but I mean, that's always one way of going about it, definitely.
I mean, I might report it, but I'm not gonna, talk about it.
Right.
I mean, in my case, Officer Mullen said that they can't even trace who was calling Enhanced 911 with those nasty messages. And said because there's no phone number given, even though the Federal Communications Commission requires the phone number be given for Enhanced 911. And my first question is, why isn't these providers giving a return phone number? And there's no phone number given.
Where's this coming into the question now? I mean, thought we were talking about a YouTube channel.
Because it's the same issue. Because they're not making information available to law enforcement.
because they don't have it.
I guess I missed the part where that's their responsibility.
I mean, even if you get a subpoena, they won't give me the information either. So, what is the police?
What information do they have to give?
What is law enforcement in general supposed to do?
Michelle, what kind of information do they even have to give in the first place?
Well, in the case of Noodle's situation, he needs to know is who is the actual owner of the YouTube channel. And YouTube won't give them the information.
But if nothing's listed, or it's listed as, Santa Claus or something, what is there to give?
Right. Okay. That's what I mean. All right. Let's get back to the chat comments here.
All right, we got like 5 from Nightbot.
Krista says, hi, Tiger Kitty. Hi, Gianni.
Yeah, Michelle, is there a way for you to have Nightbot kind of shut the hell up a bit? I mean, I feel like
I've tried telling you that.
I have told Nightbot to be less intrusive, and it is doing
like
that.
You got a call. I hear the phone ringing.
Hold on a minute. Go ahead.
Can you play the Springs again? Oh, it's music to my ears. I'd also love to suck your booty hole and face my anal fears.
That's enough.
Michelle, play the Springs for them. They want to jig on the Springs, Michelle. Can you give them a little spring? Can you hit the spring? There you go. That spring for them. Yeah. Now you gotta let them suck on your butthole, Michelle. Can you put your butthole on the screen so they can suck on it? All right, springs are good enough. Fuck it.
All right. Craig Senior says, Krista, howdy, nice to see you. It's very kind of you to take Michelle around in the car. Yeah, she helps me out with a lot of stuff here. And she said possibly on Thursday she'll be able to help Ed get some things done. And
so is that
maybe this week she'll help me with the issue with the porch storage bin.
Michelle, is Ed still trying to go to Florida again now? Is he still on his Florida kick?
He wants to do it in autumn, which makes sense.
Oh, okay. Pushing it back.
So
we put at a pool. Like, when's the next time Ed's gonna leave the apartment? I'm thinking mid-May. Mid-May. Maybe like the first week or second week of May.
She says, I'm a great friend, Michelle. Yes, I agree. Yeah, because I mean, originally, like, all his friends in Florida want him to come back. And she's starting to realize I was right about one thing. I said, Ed, if you're going to go to Florida, plan ahead, please. Okay? Because there's no reason to do this half-baked. If you put money aside, you can maybe put money away for postage and getting stuff shipped down there. Right now, we don't know what the future is going to be like, even for the summer.
Michelle, speaking of baked, Michelle, have you ever baked a cake before?
Yes.
I gotta ask you. Okay, so you want some content idea? Ed's birthday's coming up, Michelle. I think you should bake Ed a birthday cake.
I don't know. I mean.
Oh my God!
We don't even have any baking ingredients in hand.
Well, again, Michelle's birthday is not for 4 weeks, so I think
know
that'd be plenty of time to get a box of cake mix and an egg. So, like, literally, like the 2 things you need. Maybe some vegetable oil. That's all you need. Box of cake mix, some vegetable oil.
Yeah, Michelle, you've done cooking streams before. You did that one with Dory there, where you almost burned down your house.
Yeah, the barbecue one. Yeah, why not do a cook? I can tell you, Michelle, that'd get a lot of views. Cooking Ed a birthday cake. That would get a lot of views, Michelle, whether you want to think so or not.
He told me he
Oh
says he
my
doesn't
God.
necessarily like cake.
Like that
No,
too.
everyone wants a cake on their birthday. I mean, even
Maybe
if you
if
say
I
you
baked,
don't,
maybe if I
well,
baked him a cake that looks like a giant natural ice bear can.
again, Michelle, some content idea. I think it'd be great content. I'm probably sure Brian K and a lot of other people would watch you make Ed a birthday cake. While it's baking, you can sit and talk, take it out, let it cool a little bit, frost it up. You got like 2 hours worth of content right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Krista says, "Yeah, cook
Look,
cook
everyone's
a birthday
Brian,
cake
would
or
you watch
just
that?
cooking in general.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Yeah,
Michelle make a
you a
birthday
lot
cake.
of used
Love
Getting
to see
batter
all
all
the
over the
hair that
place.
she's putting in it. Putting the dirty fingernails
Wait,
all
let
up in it.
me
Maybe she cracks
go
the
and
egg
call
and
you
misses
in
the
the
bowl.
air.
George
She
full of
puts the
ashes.
whole egg in with the shell.
Done. Niggers can go die. And fucking rust.
Fucking agree very strongly with that, Cola.
Robot. I think that'd be good
Right.
content, Michelle. What type of cake does Ed like? Does he like yellow, chocolate?
All right, so let me see if I can decode this
Probably a
message
carrot
from
man
Krista
there.
because it's a little hard to understand. She says, "Yeah, cook a birthday cake or just cooking in general. Yeah, you."
Cooking in
A
general.
lot of used trust people like to watch videos like that. I watch cooking videos, okay? Michelle, at the $1.25 store, you can full cake mixes.
Yeah.
Paul said that you need
It's
is
less
one
than
egg and a
$10
little bit
to make.
swallow. Yeah.
I mean, it's $5.
Okay. Well, first of all, I baked a cake for Ed. He wanted me to bake a cake, so I baked him a cake, which was an apple cake, which wasn't bad. But he didn't even eat it. I ate it.
Oh, it's fine. Whether you make a cake for Ed and you eat it, or you make a cake for whatever reason, Michelle, it's just good content. It's just content. Doesn't matter what you're making a cake. Make
And then
one
you
for
could
your
get
neighbor.
Ed involved in on that stream. Then get some callers in. Let Ed speak his mind to him. I think it'd be very good.
I wonder if I baked the cake to make it look like a can of beer. I wonder if that would get his interest.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Just make a cake in general, Michelle. I think it'd be a great content. It's not hard to do. It's easy cleanup. You can talk to the people while the cake's baking. I mean, I've literally laid out the whole stream for you. All you gotta do is do it. Everyone in chat saying it's a great idea,
Yeah.
but it's up to you. Not my channel.
Okay. So we'll see what we can do. Okay. Now,
Okay.
what do you guys think about the inflationary trend that the report that's going to be released today by the Consumer
I think
Price
it's fucking
Index?
boring. I think it's very boring. That's strong stuff you got there. They could use that for anesthesia.
Yeah, well, you ever go to shopping in the store in the U.S. lately?
What's that?
You ever go shopping in the U.S. lately for groceries?
All the time. Bringing back this great in South Africa. Every
Well, I mean,
time I
like,
go to the market.
I mean, like things have gone up like
Right
a
now,
bit.
they say that the price index
not like,
for food is about 5.9% on average.
Yeah, it's not that
groceries.
much, Michelle. It's like
Inflation.
$1 or so.
Over last year. No, I said over last month.
They've given you guys food stamps to
until the
offset those,
15th, unless they renew the program.
Right, but things have gone up like $1 though. I mean, it's not like we're paying like $5 for a loaf of bread. I mean, things have gone up a little bit, but it's not to the point where it's like no one can afford to go get anything to eat.
It's not that far behind, honestly. If you look at it right now, okay, it's going up. Meat, because meat needs, the produce, meat makers have to have grains to feed the
meat's going up a
livestock.
bit. I can say that. Yeah, meat's going up a bit.
Hey, Michelle, do you ever make Ed's meat go up?
No.
Not even once?
I'm not doing anything with Ed in that area.
Oh.
In the kitchen?
I thought you helped Edward cook all the time.
Brownies might be more likely a popular item, I think, than a cake, Krista. I don't think Ed likes cake that much. Brownies, I think he likes
Gonna make Ed
brownies.
some pot brownies, Michelle?
Maybe we can make some brownies with some
Weed?
chocolate chips in them, like a medium chocolate brownie with chocolate chips, semi-sweet morsels. Maybe that might be more of a thing for Ed.
Maybe just ask him.
Michelle, you should lace them with something.
No, I don't have to lace them with anything. Although, if we had access to Mary
Michelle,
Jane,
why don't you lace the brownies with a bunch of Viagra and like medicine that gives you diarrhea or something?
oh fuck it! Everybody suggested making Mary Jane edibles, which hold on a minute.
Robot again.
Go ahead, caller.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped
What were they saying?
fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized so you get...
Michelle, sterilize your hands.
I wash my hands every day. What the heck is
Do you have some gel?
You're a crook. You're a cheat and a swindler. That's what you are, huh?
Michelle, are you swindling?
No.
You swindling people today?
No, I'm not swindling anything.
Demand?
Nor am I doing money laundering, wire fraud, credit card fraud, or any other kind of fraud. What kind of person is this?
Michelle's past those
Content
days.
fraud.
She served her time in the 90s. She's not swindling or hacking anymore, caller.
And sterilized so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Good day, sir.
Krista says we can make some brownies for his birthday. If you want to know what you could do, you could even put frosting on the brownies. Yes, I've seen that done.
Well, you should just ask Ed what he wants. If he wants like a cake or brownies or some cookies or something, maybe just go straight to the source. Go straight to the source. Ask Ed what he wants.
I thought that it was to surprise him. If I start asking him questions, he's gonna know.
Well, I mean, he's in the apartment. I mean, you could do it while he's sleeping because I mean, he's in the apartment. He would.
Yeah, Michelle, ask him while he's sleeping. See what he does.
I think if he walked, I think, given the fact that your sense of smell is the most active sense, even when you're sleeping, I think once he smells brownies cooking in the oven, I think he'd figure it out.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He's in the apartment with you. He never leaves, so it'd be kind of hard to surprise him with it. He'd probably just be surprised you're in the kitchen cooking.
Michelle,
Yeah, I've heard.
Does Ed bathe at all? Does Ed like take baths or showers or whatnot?
Sometimes that's just it. Like Krista said.
How many times?
I relayed to Ed. I told him. Krista said that he needs to take a bath before she can take him anywhere.
Michelle, how many times do you think Ed's taken a shower or bath since he's been there? He's been there about a year now.
3 times, maybe.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
You need to get this man on the live stream and have phone calls constantly. That's the content that you should be making.
I personally think, even if you just had a camera pointed
One
towards
more
him,
call. Go ahead.
that'd be great.
Hey, MicheleMarieDalene. It's Anderson Henderson. How are you?
How good are you?
I'm pretty good.
So
What's on your mind today, Anderson? What's on your mind this morning?
Well, it's a beautiful but damp day today, and I love all the trees, and I love the American flag waving so freely in the wind.
The spring is upon
What's
us.
the story? I heard that you're in the clink.
Oh, is that what you want to talk about, Michelle? After everything I've done for you in this game, you want to talk about the same fucking shit I've been having to talk about jail. I can't believe you do this to me, MicheleMarieDalene.
So, I know.
I can't believe you would spring a question like that on Anderson Henderson.
Okay, whatever. Just asked if it's true. It's so. That's it.
I mean, was it true that I was in jail? Yes, but what for the reason? Nobody knows the reason. That's top secret. Those are all lies and propaganda that are being put out by people that are making fake news stories about Anderson Henderson like they always did. Remember that time they put out all those fake websites saying that I was dead? And I was alive.
Are you paying attention to the
I
caller,
never
Michelle?
heard them saying you were dead, but
Yeah, it was in 2020. Everyone said, oh, Anderson Henderson died, and they put out an obituary that was fake. So all them charges that people might be saying, those are not necessarily true. Those are probably fake charges that you all have heard.
Craig, you're absolutely right about those little mini cakes. I bought a caramel ice cream cake for my birthday. It was about that price.
That's great. You gotta pay attention to
delicious.
the caller here, Michelle. You got a caller. Michelle, you have a caller. You gotta pay
Yeah,
attention
I know
to
that.
the caller.
Yeah, that sounds
All right,
delicious,
stop reading the
MicheleMarieDalene.
chat. Pay attention to the caller, Michelle.
We were talking about getting Ed a birthday cake for his birthday.
Yeah. You need to get an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. They make the best ones.
They do have them, yeah. I don't know if they make them fresh there or if they're actually made at an essential production facility or not. But I think that they are basically made at an essential production facility.
Well, Michelle, I do believe dinosaurs are still on their way back to humanity's areas. And dinosaurs, we are going to be fighting with them in the streets soon.
What do you think about
what? Dinosaurs?
Yeah, Michelle. I told you you're going to need a shotgun in the future.
Dinosaurs underneath the Earth's surface, and they're waiting to come take back.
I read about that,
what's
Henderson.
theirs.
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
No, seriously. Did you hear about that? All the dinosaurs are coming out from underground soon. Better watch out.
I'm sorry, but I am not into guns.
Hey, there's a dinosaur that's got a hit list, and you're on it, MicheleMarieDalene.
Michelle, there's a dinosaur inside your house right now.
He's in the bedroom sleeping.
When it comes to this game, I am a dinosaur.
Oh.
And hello to everybody in MicheleMarieDalane's chat.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, they're here. They see you. They hear you.
Oh, well, hello. How are you doing?
Well, right now, I think most of them are saying hi to you. At least I think it looks like it.
How do they know the dinosaurs are underneath the earth? Like, how do they know they're down there?
I know they're down there because I heard them talking one time.
First of all, to my knowledge right now, dinosaurs are predominantly exothermic. They need to be kept warm. Originally, they thought they were endothermic.
Well, they're close to the hot lava.
Reptiles.
What if they're close to the hot lava under there, Michelle? I mean, you just heard the man say he heard them under the ground, and you're standing here, like, arguing with them about it.
Okay, first of all, I don't know anything about dinosaurs underground. Okay, I never heard of that. But I can tell you that if you want to start talking about unusual, what about the hollow earth theory?
Well, it's full of dinosaurs.
Well,
no, it's not. Clearly, it's not hollow.
Yeah, we're not getting into conspiracy theories like that. We're talking about actual dinosaurs underground.
Yeah. Earth is flat, Michelle. How could it be hollow? There's nothing underneath it. It's just like nothing. Yeah.
Earth is not flat.
Sure it is. You ever use self-leveling cement before, Michelle? If you put self-leveling cement down, it literally just evens itself out because the world's flat. If it were round, it wouldn't even itself
First
out.
of all, you ever pour milk into a saucer? Yeah,
Sure.
it'll look flat to you.
Michelle, no, the
Well,
Earth is
hold
flat.
on a minute, though.
This isn't up for debate. It's a disc that's on the back of a turtle.
Yeah.
Because me and my friend sent up a balloon with a camera on there, and we seen the turtle. He's just staring at the camera, blinking. Looked like something was in his eyeball.
And you can see the curvature of the Earth's horizon.
Flat Earth. That's an optical illusion, Michelle.
Where's Noodles at?
No skunk ape.
I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Okay. All right.
That was a great caller. Great call. Thank you for calling in.
Michelle, what are you going to do to protect Ed from the dinosaurs? They say that they're digging their way out at a very fast rate right now. I think it'll only be a couple more months before they break surface.
All I know is right now, guys, it's 17 people right now, which isn't bad.
That's great, Michelle, compared to your normal morning show, I'd say it's great. So I would say it's more than not bad. It's great.
Now my personal phone is ringing.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Let's take that call, too. All right.
It's Noodles. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, put him on the show. It was just like their sexy talk time.
I think the dinosaurs wouldn't even want to eat Ed. He
No.
smells like shit so much.
It's probably bitter. Very bitter tasting as well, I'd imagine.
I imagine he has a lot of piss crystals and whatnot stuck to the side of his pants on the inside. And they may have even permeated outside as well, so.
I feel the texture of meat would be good, though. You know how veal.
Yeah,
the cows. Like he doesn't move much. His muscles aren't. He's probably nice and tender.
Oh yeah,
nice and soft. He'd be like the texture of veal, but it would taste like a high meat, like just maggots, fucking fungus.
That would be absolutely disgusting, mate.
The cannibal would probably turn him down. Probably wait for the next one.
Well, if he's only bathed 3 times in a year, I mean,
that's unfucking heard of. I couldn't do it. 3 times a week would be like.
I had a sneaking hunch it was something like that.
Oh yeah,
I had a sneaking hunch it was going to be something that's like a single digit number.
Right. Yeah,
okay, I'm back.
Crazy.
Michelle, why don't you force Ed to clean himself? How often do you bathe? Can I ask that? What's a normal...
I bathe in the wintertime about once a week. In the summertime, I bathe as much as 3 times a week.
That's good.
Okay, that's not bad.
Average. Depending, sometimes more often, especially if there's a lot of heat and sweat and bugs and... God knows.
That's every more than I thought you did.
Yeah, you should just dump some water on Ed or something. It's Ed though, it's his choice, I guess. Michelle.
No, to me, Schmeckle, something like that's affecting people around here. It's
Hi, Michelle.
Yeah.
This is Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Anderson Henderson tried abducting me.
He tried to what to her?
He tried abducting me. I'm Sabrina. I'm 12
Anderson
years
Henderson
old.
did that?
Yes.
Was he successful though? Is the question. Did you get
No,
away?
he runs like a girl. He couldn't catch me.
Yes,
Is
Gianni,
this one
I
of the
do know that.
dinosaurs?
Could be.
Guys, I don't know how to get to bathe more.
There she goes. Yeah. Why do you do that, Michelle? I've always wondered.
Well, thank God you got away, Sabrina. I believe your name was. We're glad you're able to call in today and share your survivor story with us.
Yeah, I really hope nobody murders that person.
All right, maybe carry a mace or a rape whistle or both.
Yes. I'll tell you the best anti-rape device: a hand grenade. Best one out there. Hand grenade.
He touched me. He just keeps after me down the street.
Hey, Kitty, actually, that his bright side had mentioned that.
Hey, Michelle.
Oh, hold on, I got a phone call. Hold on, man.
So popular today. Sabrina.
Yes.
Food for thought. Do you think that the people who made the rape whistles were doing a great thing, and then they saw the number of rapes going, down, and then they got a little upset that they weren't selling as many whistles?
That's because Nike made better running shoes.
Fair enough, Sabrina. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And that's how I escaped Henderson.
I'd like to see you do that in the Holocaust.
Yeah, too bad Nike wasn't a company back then.
Well, Jews have never really been recognized for their physical
Yeah, they wouldn't buy the expensive shoes anyway. They'd still go good people. You're right, right?
Yeah, I'm back.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Who was that, Michelle? Who's calling you up in the middle of your show? Is that Ed? Telling you to come turn
No
his
one else
pillows
called
on?
me that time.
Okay.
Alright, so.
That's good.
Ooh, looks kind of hot.
Still got Sabrina on the phone here, Michelle. It's not neglected.
What do you mean that? What are you talking about? Neglect?
I said we got the caller on the phone here. We don't want to neglect the caller.
Hold on, Noodles again.
Okay.
Noodles is hot.
Hot noodles. Like ramen noodles.
You know that's obviously not noodles, right? Come on.
Clearly, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
I thought you just had two phones set up or something that you were.
No.
I wonder what they're saying. I got to see what they're saying to her. I'm gonna ask her.
Yeah, someone's fucking with her hard.
Yeah.
Is that her own, private phone?
Alright, I'm back.
So what is this person saying that's who's calling you? What is Noodles saying?
It's actually not Noodles. It's a woman saying people think about masks, mandates, and all this stuff. And I basically just said to her, stop calling me, and I had the Black Noodles number for the time being.
Oh, that's weird.
Have I talked to Tori lately? I have. Recently, she said she's doing okay. She wanted to come by and visit, but I didn't know which day. And then she said, well, maybe I should come over at night. I said, well, I don't know how you would be able to come over at night. I don't even have a place for you to sleep. So that's all I know. All right. So today, I got something a little more exciting to cover, and it's not very much to cover because in about half an hour, I gotta get ready to do an interview with the YouTube content creators survey team. So we discussed new updates to YouTube for expansions. I'm one of the people in the focus group. I don't know what their proposed product is for now, but I will find out obviously when I do the online interview.
It'll be interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I get paid $50 a session, so
There you go.
yeah. Because she doesn't have a Zoom, how is she gonna get home? That's why she would end up spending the night because she doesn't have a car to get home.
Well, how's she gonna get there?
Bus.
Oh, by the bus.
But
What time did the
bus
buses
doesn't
stop?
go home back to Torrington after 3 o'clock.
Oh, they stop at 3. Yeah, well, okay. I guess that makes sense for where you live, Michelle. Like they run 24/7 in the city here.
Well,
But,
not
yeah,
here. They don't.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
There's only 4 runs in Winston.
4 runs.
Yeah. That's what I said. Where would she sleep?
Pile
She
in
used
the
to
bed with
sleep
you in
on my
there?
bed.
Not anymore.
I don't know if she'd want to sleep on the couch. Although she did sleep on the couch a few times in the past. Oh, anyway. So we're gonna try to see if we can get some World of Warcraft in tonight. We'll try.
See where everyone's at. Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Huh?
So just don't know what else is going on right now. So weather's gonna be nice for the next few days, so it's gonna be good if you want to go outside and do some stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I believe it's under Biden's administration has said that they want to increase the availability of E14 gasoline to help cut back on energy costs. There's only 2,000 stations in the United States, so 2,500 that offer E14 already.
Don't yawn, please.
I mean, we use E10 in Connecticut. I mean, 4% of ethanol to gasoline. The only problem is that ethanol comes from corn in this case. We have a shortage of grain materials right now. So, that means we use more corn to make gasoline to put into our tank of our car instead of our tank of our bodies. And yet, majority of our food crops come from overseas, from Ukraine and Russia. So how in the hell is using more corn to make ethanol going to help with one crisis when it creates another crisis?
Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah. Alright, so too soon people will possibly kidding. Tiger Kitty said Yeah, lots of people. Um, I am hoping that the membership stream that we did last night on Twitch will soon be ready for YouTube. So it is out there right now for the members to check it out, including all the guys with the dollar signs next to them. Well, we covered a lot of different things last night on Twitch. It was an impromptu stream, and we covered a lot of different content. Worthwhile checking out. You really like it.
No, you gotta stop yawning. Seriously,
I know.
you gotta
Sorry.
stop yawning. It's terrible. Jesus Christ. Get some coffee in you.
All right, so let's see how many people are actually watching right now. 10. All right, guys, it's time to get ready to wrap it up.
All right. Take care, everybody. Take care, Michelle. Great show today. The phones were a success. Continue to do them.
Yeah, and wish me luck
yeah.
with the 12:30 interview.
All right, guys. Take care. Have a great one. Bye, Michelle.
All right, see you tonight, probably. All right, so here's the deal. We have as a YouTube product testers, we have a meeting about a proposed product for YouTube. If you're a member of it, you get paid for participating. This is my second interview I have done for this program. And it works pretty good because, I'm one of the people that reviews what they're proposing as part of the focus group, and then me and many other people's opinions that are part of the group will evaluate a recommended product and see if it's something that's practical for YouTube. It would have been nice if I could have actually, if they had a show or a group and said, hey, focus people, is there anything that YouTube should do for the issues that we're having, that you have concerns with? They don't have that, but we have the feedback option with the human beings in level 1 customer support. And then hopefully, whatever suggestion you give goes out to them. And by the way, if you wonder what time I went to sleep last night, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. I went to sleep at 2 a.m. So, yes, I do get tired. And we were talking about last night if we should change the morning show to an afternoon show, or maybe even early night show. Because the fact is, once it gets hot and the humidity starts climbing, then they probably might want to have our shows at nighttime instead of daytime. And that's still an idea. Maybe we should try to put that out as a survey in the community tab and see what you guys think. Twitch, Bad Skier says, looks like Ed has really done a good job. No, this is not my apartment. It's just a generic background. But it's a cute background. Apartment is about the same, which isn't bad. Noodle says the New York City Police is on the lookout for. Okay. The New York City police are on the lookout for a man in a gas mask who shot up a Brooklyn subway. It was not Slingshot Warrior. Okay, not Slingshot Warrior. Okay. Out of things I'm lost, I miss my mind the most. Oh, I haven't had any problems with my mind. It's always been backed up on tape somewhere. But what I miss is my child. I miss my youthful vigor when I was younger and I was doing more things physically and able to pull 24-hour street night overnighters and 36-hour days, and I can't do that anymore. Age just caught up with me. Bonner says, "Hi Michelle, thanks for messaging me on Discord. I feel better coming in here now because Leo used to attack me." Yes, I do know she did. Yeah. Yes, the stream this morning was good. I mean, I tried to, keep things from getting too crazy. We had some serious topic. We had some things that kind of got sidelined, but it was a pretty good overall show. I don't know why I would say that, but I don't think anyone's gonna do that, Noodles. Alright. So 45 minutes. I don't know what's gonna happen. Usually the last time I did the interview survey thing, it wasn't that bad. They just showed me some screens and Google Meets, and we talked about what about this layout, that layout, this feature, that feature. It was pretty simple. That's one of the reasons why I think we're going to try to move the morning show to later in the day. But it can't be too late because then it'll be too late for the people in the UK. So it has to be, maybe I can move it to like 3 in the afternoon because that will still be about 8 o'clock at night, which means that most people in the UK will at least be physically up. What do you guys think? 3 o'clock in the afternoon instead of 8 in the morning or 10 in the morning, which is then the UK's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, by that time, that means that the people in the UK will be 8 o'clock at night. They'll have the telly on. They'll probably be doing their nightly activities. I don't know if that's going to be worse or better for the audience. Are you sure this isn't a naming session? No. Product testing. So, they're paying me to do it. So, and by the way, therapy sessions are not $50 anymore. Sorry, this isn't 1983 anymore. I hate to say that because I I sometimes do go through and get a scholarship to get psychotherapy for 6 months, and Behavioral Health Center would pay for my scholarship for 6 months because I don't get Medicaid, which I want to bring back to that because I didn't finish this. The Friday is going to be the end of the emergency pandemic declaration. I just mentioned it earlier. And one of the things that's going to come to an end is Medicaid for those that don't have medical coverage. In addition to the emergency EBT SNAP benefit, extra money. Now, when is this going to be renewed? If it's going to be renewed, it's going to be before the 15th. That's all I know. And so far, I haven't seen much. Yeah. No. Either way. Oh, out of that, as Tiger Kitty, I sent her a copy of the message. I was found not guilty. Which doesn't surprise me that I was found not guilty. Gianni says it's some weird online no sex pick on disabled lady and take pills finish. Yeah. Well, to help the channel grow, make sure people know about the channel, share it with your friends, your family. I know sometimes it's not always exciting. But, yeah, he kind of showed that in the end, didn't he? Even Ed was feeling betrayed by him. I'm thinking about moving the morning show to an afternoon show. Because getting up 8 o'clock in the morning is the friggin' pits. Especially in the summer when it gets hot and you want to just kind of retreat in the air conditioner. I really need to sleep more because that's in the summertime. It's easy to do a night show, afternoon show, because I have to keep in mind that I need my sleep because I don't do good without my sleep. I will. I'm trying to do the best I can, Johnny. So let's see. What can we do? All right, here's what I plan for next week. I'm saying next week so you guys can put it in your calendars and your day planners. We're going to try a 3 o'clock show. And I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. Number one, we have done 3 o'clock shows when I was shopping with Krista. So, it didn't do too bad. So, if we do a 3 o'clock show Monday through Saturday, and then that means for the UK audience, it'll be 8 o'clock p.m. their time. Okay, so it's not too late. And then we can do the 7 o'clock show, which unfortunately, UK audience is like 2 in the morning, which is too late for most of the UK audience. They're going to be asleep. We have to find a way to reach out more people, and that means finding the right time for everybody. How you doing out on the wire? Just to be clear, my name was tossed around yesterday. I have never reported this or any other channel at any time. I know you didn't either. I remember you and I had a private conversation a couple times. And I know that, well, me and you don't always see eye to eye on everything. You have always seemed to me to be pretty level-headed. So welcome back to the show. Yeah, welcome back to the show. Here's your missing wrench you were wondering about. We'll just have to see if we can work it out better for people. Yeah. Yep, we did too. Oh, I'll give it to you anyway. You always ask for one. Well, I took one away from Andrew, and I took one away from one other person, so I'll give you one. So, next Monday, there will not be a morning show. It will be 3 in the afternoon, Monday through Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The night shows will be on Twitch and some on YouTube. At this point, it's still up in the air because we're still trying to grow our Twitch audience too. Yeah, that's true, Tiger Kitty, but don't forget modern egg processing plant productions. The eggs are pretty safe to eat now. Of course, in the United States, we wash the eggs. Like in overseas, when they don't wash the eggs. I don't know if anybody really thinks about that, but it's true. I'm not cooking anything right now. I don't know. Yes, the 3 o'clock shows will be live like usual. The 7 o'clock, the night shows will be on Twitch. Yes, they'll be live. So, we're going to try to grow this channel. Also, I want to try to bring all the groups back together that got splintered over the years. Because we have a lot of, apparently, supporters that lost track of the channel. Manfred Jennifer J is one of them. Some new people like Magical came on, and then they were kind of run off. The morning show is going to be moving to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Tiger Kitty, Monday through Saturday. Yeah, and the 7 o'clock shows on Friday and Saturday for now will be on Twitch. Critical Unity kind of crowded. Yeah, well, that's just it. I gotta find the times that work for everybody, and I don't know what everybody's schedule is. I keep trying to find out a thing that works. Everybody. I mean, Critical Unity, I have seen his shows. I do know about his shows. And I don't know how many of these people watch his shows here. So, I'm trying to find out what would be the best time to have everybody on, because people point out you're not getting enough sleep. You're waking up like a dead old, tired, crabby, overwhelmed person, which is 100% true. So, trying to find something that works for everybody is going to be important. Okay. Critical Unity Week would be fun to get on the show. He has been on my show before. If you would like to invite Critical Unity to join us on the show, but maybe, given this nature of his show, maybe Twitch would be a better choice for that. And we got to grow the Twitch show too. We have to get more people on the Twitch show. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let you go, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. And I'll see if we can do something for tonight too. I don't know what the schedule's gonna be, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, you all have a nice day now. Okay. Where's the stupid end button? Right there. Oh yeah. I need to make a button that can. I got cat hair in it again. Oh, cat hair in my button again. Oh. Let's see the cat. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the nature of the summer show. All right, guys, I will see you later. See you tomorrow, 10 a.m.